Claude have just dropped the most powerful AI they have ever released. It's called Fable 5, and underneath it's actually Mythos, which is the model they've spent months saying it was too dangerous to release, this thing's going to take over the world. And the version we're getting today has lots of safety locks bolted on, and so for the next 2 weeks, it's included for free on every paid Claude plan. But there's a catch that nobody's talking about. Sometimes the model that's answering you isn't even Fable 5. So in this video, I'm going to cover 3 quick things for you. I'm going to cover what's actually new about this if you're a complete layman and you don't know anything about Claude. I'm going to cover what the catch is with this new Fable 5 model. And I'm going to show you how to use it properly before the window closes and you can't use it anymore for free. Let's jump in. Okay, so here we have it. It's Claude Fable 5 and Claude Mythos 5. This is something that honestly people have been waiting months and months for since they released news about it, saying that it was too powerful to release to the public. Even large banks got warnings about this Mythos thing because of how powerful it could be and how it could basically be used to hack their infrastructure and target users. Now, the amazing thing for me and you is Fable 5 is the same model underneath, but just with the safety locks bolted on. So it makes sure that it can't actually hack a bank. Now, the unlocked version, so the real Mythos 5, the one you'd kind of love to try out and just hack the entire world with, Mythos 5, it actually just went to a small group of people who were working with the US government. So I will cover that in another video. This is my only plug for the video. If you want to stay up to date with AI content, make sure to subscribe. I'll post content all the time. I'll basically spend all my time doing this so you don't have to worry about it. You just get the headlines. There's also an email list down below where you get loads of free goodies in the future as well. So it says, today we're launching Claude Fable 5, a Mythos class model that we've made safe for general use. They know how to hype this shit up because this makes me really want to use it. Like, I think I'm going to probably be able to hack into Microsoft and JP Morgan Chase and all these companies just because I've got this Fable 5. Now, this is a really important part. Fable 5's capabilities exceed those of any model we've ever made generally available. It's state-of-the-art on nearly all tested benchmarks of AI capabilities, showing exceptional performance in software engineering, knowledge work, vision, and a few more things. So this is mainly for big jobs, so not quick questions, not what's the weather today or who's playing in the World Cup. This is for those tasks where you're building out a massive app for yourself to use or you're doing a big research project. Now, again, I want to reiterate, the headline for you is that this is free if you have a paid Claude plan, and it will go up in price after 22nd of June. So after that, you will pay extra to use Fable 5, but for now, the next 2 weeks, you can use this thing for free. Now, where do you get access to it? Well, it's just in the model dropdown in Claude AI today. I'll show you that now. So if we go down here to the bottom right, as you can see, we have Fable 5 1M context, and dirty old Opus 4.8. I wouldn't even let my children use Opus 4.8 anymore because Fable 5 is out and we're all going to get rich off it. Another cool feature that most of you might not know about is that you can actually toggle the effort and sort of speed level here in the bottom right. So you can make it go to what's called ultra code. Ultra code is extra high effort plus workflows. So it's the most thorough, it's slowest, and it's also the heaviest in your limits. So now I want to cover a live demo of how Fable 5 actually works, what it can do, etc., etc. And then while it's building, I'm going to show you more about the release today from Anthropic. I need you to come up with an example app that I could build using Fable 5 to showcase the new Fable model with Claude. And I want you to build something that's a pure example, something that could help me with YouTube, like let's say something related to thumbnail testing or idea generation. Don't use any of my personal memory or anything that would show the viewers stuff that I don't want them to see because I don't want to get hacked, and do it as fast as humanly possible or I will come after you. All right, perfect. Let's set this to work. So while that gets working, we can see that it's been set to Fable 5 and we're not using any of these old models. Let's just see what it comes up with. Okay, so now I want to go through the numbers. This is what they release every single time they release a new model. They go through and show how this model matches up against the old one. Now, if you're a complete beginner with AI or you're just kind of a casual like I was when I started, I'm going to break this down in a way that's very simple to understand and doesn't really go into stuff that you're never going to actually use. So these are the numbers. You can see if you want to pause the video here and take a quick look. Now let's go over and actually translate those numbers. So the main ones, the most important ones are coding and knowledge work, stuff like that. So when they tested Claude as a coder, it was able to fix 8 out of 10 bugs that came up in a project. Now, ChatGPT's best was fewer than 6. So as you can see, that's a pretty significant difference if you're building apps every single day. If ChatGPT can do 6, this can do 8. That is pretty significant whether you think so or not. Sounds like I'm accusing you of thinking things, but I'm not. Next one, the impossible test. So this actually doubled. So this is basically for problems that took senior engineers days. The old Claude, the old version, performed at a 13% number. Now, I'm not a genius. I don't actually understand what the 13% represents in this test. But as you can see, Fable did nearly 30%. And ChatGPT was under 6%. So that's a huge jump. Now, the next one, the eyes. So this has went from basically the worst of all the AI models in actually using its vision to the best in one release. So floor plans, charts, screenshots, anything that a human can see at a glance. The old Claude was nearly blind at this. And now with Fable, it's obviously improved dramatically. So the next one is humanity's last exam. Now, Claude actually flagged this for me when I was planning this video as something you would find interesting and that is actually seriously interesting. So the hardest exam ever assembled, which was written by experts in every single field to try and stump AI, the old Claude hit 58%, whereas this one hit 64.5%. So that's a 6% jump in a single update of the model, which is pretty significant again. It's also important to cover what didn't actually improve because it's easy for me to just sit here and hype this up, but there are a few things that haven't changed. Firstly, clicking around on a computer barely moved. Anthropic's own earlier version scores slightly higher, so that's a bit of a negative. And the small print here is that some of these scores we've seen above that hype up the model come from the locked version, so Mythos, that we don't have access to. So this is not the actual one we get. This is a little bit misleading in my opinion. Another one here it's listed is the lawyer test. So ChatGPT's obviously gotten 2%, Gemini 0, and Claude at 13%. That would be amazing. I don't actually know what this one means. This is something Claude's pulled up to me. Now, the biggest jump it's made is in hacking. However, issue is we don't have access to that part yet. That is the catch. So the app has finished developing, the one that I built with Fable, and honestly, incredibly quick. Before I show you it, I want to kind of cover and just close that loop for you of what is the catch with this Fable? Well, while it has the capabilities of Mythos and it can do all of the insane stuff that Mythos was talked about to be able to have done, like hacking banks or hacking major infrastructure and just devastating everything, to be honest. Fable has those capabilities, but it almost has a fairy godmother in the background. So every single conversation is watched by a safety system. And if you start to wander into hacking or sort of dangerous science territory, like let's say you're trying to develop a biological weapon or something like that, your answer will come from the old model of Claude. It's just going to be swapped behind the scenes. So you're not actually going to be getting the actual, the Mythos version, which would give you all of these dangerous things. Now, Claude say that this sort of switching behind the scenes thing only happens in fewer than 1 out of 20 sessions. So about 5% of the time. And they admit that the filters are stricter than they should be right now. Again, I think some of this is just hype from Claude and Anthropic. I think they're just saying this to be like, like the tiniest percent chance of your chats being, filtered away because they might be too dangerous. They might use Mythos. But it is quite interesting, to be honest. And the model that you think you're talking to, the new model that's been hyped up as like really intelligent, blah, 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 all these improvements, may not actually be the model that you are being told you're working with. It's Opus 4.8. So the catch is that you might be thinking that you're talking to Fable and it's working so much faster, but if you're working on something that gets picked up by the safety filters, you're actually still getting the Opus 4.8 performance while still thinking you're getting Fable. Now, there were a couple of things that everyone moaned about with the last version of Claude, and in plain terms, what those were that people complained that it gave up sort of halfway through big jobs, and it would say, oh, this is done, when it wasn't even. This is something I can guarantee you happens to me. It's happened to me today, where I'll go in and I think the app is finished, and it is far from it. Instead, it's just eaten through my usage limits and developed a half sort of developed app. Now, the claims with the new Fable 5 model is that it works on its own for longer than any Claude ever. So, realistically, it shouldn't do this anywhere near as much as it once did, but we'll only really see that from a lot of usage over the next 2 weeks. They say that it also keeps its own notes, so it doesn't lose the plot on the longer tasks that it's working on. So I am quite optimistic about this. I think that they're going to basically improve the fact that like it was stopping halfway through a task. And it also says that it'll get the job done in fewer back and forth. So less prompting from us, which is, I suppose, the end goal that we have as just casual users of the app or more experienced users, is that we don't want to have to sit and use this constantly. I want to be able to turn on Claude, say, hey, build me this app and don't stop until you're finished. Go for a walk, do jujitsu, I don't know, go and travel the world for 2 weeks and come back and the app is completely finished. And it didn't stop halfway through and be like, I have a random question for you before I continue. I absolutely hate when it does that. But this one, Fable 5, says it won't do that as much, which is great. So as I said, so how do you actually use Fable? Well, as I said, this thing is built for marathon work, so huge tasks. There's no point asking this to just do one email. You're way safer just using like Sonnet or Haiku, because they will consume a lot less of your Claude usage for the week. Instead, you want to hand it the entire project. So you're like, okay, I want you to plan this. I want you to execute the entire campaign, write all the emails, send them out, blah, blah, blah. And again, for the next 2 weeks, you want to use as much of this as you can, because after then it's going to charge you more. But the beautiful thing about this is it's clearly beating out all the other current models on the market right now. And if you are using it if you're trying to build like big complex things, this is the best one you can use. A little tip as well is just to let this thing run, because it will work on its own and it will check its own notes, etc., etc. So you can leave this confidently and come back later. Okay, so I told you I was going to build something with this thing. We've actually built one, and let's see what it is. So it's built an entire application here. That took less than 5 minutes. While I was rambling on about this new Fable thing, it's already built the app. So I'm actually just gonna have it do something else here because I want it to work a little bit faster. So I'm gonna scroll this little scroll wheel I was talking about earlier, where the effort's lower, but it should actually do the job faster. I just wanted to give me real thumbnails here for a real example. Okay, so now it's finished. That was pretty quick, to be honest. Like, I am noticing, I don't know if it's just me saying this because I've read all the Anthropic propaganda from this new release, but it definitely felt pretty quick in how fast it developed that. Now, obviously, I used this little faster tool as well, but yeah, I'm happy with that. And so this is the little app it's developed. It's very, very quick for the quality of the app, to be honest. Like, this is something I will use on a daily basis. This is just for comparing sort of thumbnails for YouTube before I go and post a video, and you can easily just test whatever the video title is. Fable is so sick, man. And this was developed in probably less than 10 minutes, which is pretty sweet. Now, it's a very simple, basic thumbnail, but it looks cool. It's even developed all these cool things. This is so sick. It's like showing you strips colors so you can judge the pure contrast. That's insane, man. Blur and squint test, so if someone has bad vision or if it's just from far away. This is pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie. Start glance test. What's this? Interesting. This is so cool. Could you tell the top? Man, it's developed all this. Like, I didn't tell it anything. I just told it, give me an example of a cool app I could build with this. I really love this. So Fable 5 is absolutely sick. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, stay around for more, and the video on screen, YouTube thinks you'll love. Also, check out the email list down below if you want to get some free goodies. See ya.